So we're gonna come into like a press handstand. And a little disclaimer, a little story beforehand. So when I started doing yoga 9.5 years ago, I had a yoga teacher named Matt, and he would just like float. He'd get his feet up and he'd just float into handstand, and he'd float into chaturanga, and I would look at him like, how is that possible? And I would try, and I felt like my arms were like this much too short. And I didn't realize that it wasn't about the arm strength, it was about a relationship with the core and using the core in a certain way. So first thing I'm gonna show you before the press handstand is a core exercise that helped me figure out that relationship, and I call it the magic carpet ride. Okay, so what you're gonna do is come to the edge of your mat and set your hands when you come into a high plank pose. You're gonna need a blanket or a towel and a slippery surface. This surface that I'm on is kind of sticky, so you'll see that the blanket will catch a little. Yours won't do that because you'll be on a slippery surface. Okay, so you're gonna be here, high plank pose. Take just your toes to a blanket. Okay, and then you're gonna work the blanket back, so you're in a high plank pose. First thing, I'm gonna drag the blanket and bring my knees in between my chest, and then take the blanket back. And knees between my chest, and take the blanket back. For more intensity and for more practice in your press handstand, you'll take it into a downward facing dog. So come to downward facing dog, shoulders over wrists, squeeze it in, back to high plank. Shoulders over wrist, and back to high plank, and shoulders over wrist, and back to high plank. So that is the magic carpet ride. Try to do it 8 to 10 times. Do the knees first, so the knees squeezing in first, keeping the belly in, don't let the hips drop, don't let the belly drop, keep everything nice and tight in, and then you can work the downward facing dog variation.